It's PK Humility from the 170 and this is Assumptions. And today we got Ilkay Gundogan. I'm here with Ilkay Gundogan. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Lovely weather, of course.
Amazing, yeah.
It is about minus 500 degrees, but I've got a set of questions here. Assumptions. All I got here is true or false.
Let's see.
Nothing that you probably haven't heard before. You have a Champions League medal by the end of the season.
I wish that to be true, to be honest. Of course.
I fancy Man City for.
I mean, the last 3 years, a lot of people fancied us, to be honest, and put us as the favorites. But unfortunately, we struggled. We made it to the final last year. I had a final in 2013, so a long time ago, that I also lost, unfortunately. So hopefully I can make it.
But the trophy cabinet's big. I don't know if there's any space for another champion.
There's plenty of space, don't worry.
Germany will win the 2022 World Cup.
That's a big target, of course. I mean, we look like a solid team right now. We have a big squad, we have a great manager, but obviously the competition is big.
Who would you say is one of the competition that you might not be looking forward to play?
To be fair, all the years, all the tournaments, it looks very similar. Like squads like France seem very strong, or Belgium even. I think the favorites are always quite the same, but then in the tournament, everything can change suddenly. So it's the momentum always that you need to catch, I guess.
Would you say you're the most fashionable at Man City?
I mean, I think I have a simple style, I guess.
Simple?
Yeah,
I've seen the shirts.
The shirts are coming out in the summer, you know?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in England, it's maybe a month that you can wear the shirts. But yeah, as I said, I like to wear quite a lot black, grey, dark colors, to be honest. We have a few players that like to dress up quite shiny and bling bling, you know, like, and get attention probably.
Who would you say is the most extravagant?
Kyle Walker, Joao Cancelo, they are there, to be honest.
They're up there, yeah.
I think these ones are quite on top, I would say.
Next assumption, you don't rate Phil Foden's haircut.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Phil, but I think that's quite true.
That's true.
Honest. Yeah, I like that it's short, to be honest, but there's always something that he needs to put on. And that seems sometimes a bit too much to me. Especially the color, I'm not really a fan of, to be honest.
You'd never dye your hair. I think red hair will suit you.
Red hair?
Yeah, red hair will suit you, definitely.
Oh, wow. No one said that to me so far. It's okay, as long as he likes it. I mean, people like it, some people like it as well, so they like to copy.
Next assumption, the Copas are silky. You gotta be silky to wear them.
Maybe, to be honest. I think nowadays it's kind of also the player that wears the boot to make the boot something special, probably. It's an individual thing, I guess. Everyone has his favors. I really do love the Copa. I started to wear the Copa not a long time ago, to be honest. Maybe a year, a couple of years ago. I really feel the comfort. I'm so happy to wear these boots day in, day out at the training sessions and games. And yeah, looking forward to much more amazing memories with these boots.
Next assumption, Turkish food is the best kind of food.
It's true, definitely true.
It's true?
Yeah.
What's your go-to meal, Turkish meal?
For everything, to be honest.
Everything?
Like, unfortunately, it's not the healthiest type of food, but everything, starting from a simple kebab, going into Turkish pizza, lahmacun, I don't know if you know it.
Yeah, I know lahmacun.
It's so good. But then also like soups, like a lentil soup, mercimek soup. Mante is like Turkish ravioli. There's just so much.
I love a Turkish tea. After a good meal, a Turkish tea.
Baklava with a Turkish tea, yeah?
Goes down well, goes down well. Next assumption, Kai Havertz can be one of the best in the world.
Definitely a lot of potential. He's still so young and already played so many games in the game, whether it's in Germany or in England. He won already a lot. He won the Champions League last season against us, so that's already a really big thing. It really can get better and better. He's a great guy, very down to earth. He's on the pitch, relaxed, smooth, you know, like he doesn't really show nerves. Which can be a really good thing. He has still a way to go, but he did already a lot to show his potential and his qualities.
Next assumption, Jack Grealish is an absolute baller.
That's true. He's really a baller. Also considering that he's still so young, you know, and he still can develop his game, improve his game, especially with the manager that we have, with the competition that we have in our squad as well. I'm sure that he's just gonna get better and better and better with time. Bring not just himself, also us to new levels.
What's he like in the change room?
He is quiet, but he can be also really funny. English banter, you know, like
Crazy.
you know it here. I don't understand it always, to be honest. But he's a really good guy, to be honest. He's a really good guy. He's that type of player who can get along with all the others, you know, with everyone. He's very good to have in the squad.
You are a future Premier League manager.
Maybe true. Maybe true. I mean, I'm doing my course right now. I know that there's still so much stuff to learn, still a long way to go, and of course I'm still enjoying my active career. But of course, in an age where you also probably think a few more years later what could happen, you know, where I could land. It's definitely an option for the future. I don't know if there's enough quality to manage a team in the Premier League. But yeah, I mean, my targets are always high. That's something that I would love to achieve one day. It's gonna be very difficult.
So you get the opportunity to manage any team in the world. What team are you picking?
I'll probably pick right now Man City, to be honest. With the quality of the squad, you know, with the amount of players that you have, the chances to win silverware every single year. I also like, you know, to start from kind of the bottom, you know, and to make your way up. It's always what life gives you, kind of, and then you go from there.
You always play as Man City on Football Manager.
It's not true, it's false.
So what team do you play with?
Actually, I'm doing what I just said to you right now. I pick a team, you know, from a lower league.
What, a lower English league?
I started different saves, to be honest, depending also if I play alone or I like to play online also with friends.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
When I played recently, it's a couple of months ago, I started a save with one of my best friends. We said we start in the Championship.
Yeah.
And he picked Fulham and I picked West Brom. And I made it up straight into
away.
the Premier League. Straight. He didn't make it. So that we lost kind of the tension in the game, and we stopped. But I do also like to start in German or Turkish league. It's quite fun.
A friend of mine told me once, when you're doing your coaching badges, if you show them your Football Manager CV, you get a fast track.
I've heard a couple of weird stories, to be honest, that people who basically started with playing Football Manager got like real life jobs in professional teams. So I don't know, but I need to say that the game is incredible. Like, it looks like it's also quite realistic.
What's your go-to tactic?
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
I try different, but always catch myself, you know, going back into 4-2-3-1. That's what I quite like, to be honest. Overlapping fullbacks.
Yeah, energy. You are called Mr. Whippy because you bloody love ice cream.
I guess that's one part of the story, and probably that's true. But I think when it started, people didn't really know that I do like ice cream a lot.
What's the second part?
The second part is, I mean, it basically started last season when I started to score quite a lot of goals, you know, and in England you like to use the word whip, I think, you know, like whip it. And then I don't know who started it, but somehow it started from our fan base. It's also related to that ice cream, so it kind of makes sense and it's fun as well at the same time. So I do like it.
It works hand in hand, can't complain.
Exactly.
Ilkay, thank you very much for answering these assumptions. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure was mine, thanks.